Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Legendary Discussions. My God, guys, it has been a while since we did this last. Good. Now that I think about it, what has it been? 2 weeks? Something like that. It has been a little while, not gonna lie. Ah, well, let's just move on to this whole thing and get started. So, today's discussion is going to be all about AP carries and how they are scaling and holding up to the new surge of AD mids. Frankly, it's not going well. We're going to say that one. One of the biggest issues that comes into play is the scaling for AD mids. Previously, okay, prior to all this remake, to the Season 3 items, to the bruisers getting their advantage, everything, the AD scaling on these bruisers was, and still to this day remains, massive. Champions like Pantheon and such have such absolutely horrendous scaling that they can simply pick at you and pick at you and pick at you. And don't even get me started on Talon. Oh my goodness gracious. Talon was always thought to be, you know, oh my gosh, he's this great mid-game champion, but then the minute you hit late game, he was like, done. No longer. Talon, with the new armor penetration, with the way that works, and with the way that their item scaling goes now, he is nuts. He is insane. I am so glad that we do not see Pantheon, or Talon, rather. Yes, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Talon out there on the field so much more. So I have to say, I'm really starting to think that AP mids are losing their place. And this is actually agreed upon by Morello. Now I'm not going to say, oh, Morello called it out. Oh my goodness. Whoa. No. This is not true. Morello has stated that he feels that AP carries are a little subpar at the moment, because everything that they do, the ADs like Pantheon, like Riven, like Talon, do quite well. Maybe not better. I mean, you can compare utility AP mids like Orianna and stuff like that to them and say, ah, well, nobody has a mass displacement like that. Okay, that's true. But we're talking burst casters. You know, Veigar, who hasn't been viable in a very long time. Syndra. You know, the people like this who are just like all in, here is a ton of damage kind of champions. And they're great mid-game, but now it's kind of reversed. AP mids are now great mid-game, but when you get to late game, burst casters fall off hard. And I mean really hard. The biggest detriment to burst casters at the moment is health. Health is one of the greatest barriers to getting past a burst caster. All you have to do is stack a little bit to where you outdo the amount of damage that they are able to do, combined with your resistances, and all of a sudden that burst caster becomes a menial annoyance. Whereas AD casters, like Pantheon, once they get armor penetration, it doesn't matter how much health you have. Their scaling is so ridiculous that they are simply able to chunk you over and over and over. And God forbid someone like that, someone like Pantheon or Talon gets on your AD carry in the back. He's done. I mean, just outright. Unless he has cleanse and unless the team reacts super quickly, that is a dead AD carry. I mean, it's almost like they are assassins in some respect. Well, let's say they have become assassins. They have gained a new role with the new Season 3 items. With armor penetration being so high, and with it stacking with direct armor reduction, yeah, they are now assassins. Because they get in, and they get out, and the person that they have targeted, even if they're not the squishiest of persons, say they're an AD bruiser in the front, it doesn't matter. You can take 200 armor, and with correct armor penetration runes, with Black Cleaver, and with Last Whisper, you can bring that down to around 65 or less. I mean, it is it's ridiculous. It really is. Now, I don't truly believe that AD carries are going to become null and void because of this. Because AD bruisers and AD mids are becoming so strong. No. Nor do I believe that AP carries in the mid are going to become null and void. No, not as well. What I'm saying is that burst casters in the mid are doing considerably less damage than their AD counterparts. That's what I'm saying. And the biggest detriment to them getting out and saying, okay, we're going to put AP carries right up front. We're going to put those burst casters right where they should be, where they can instant burst something that's relatively squishy, you know, something like that. And they are going to be able to put a fight with these AD bruisers. See, now the issue with that is that when you put enough power in a burst caster, that burst caster suddenly becomes uncounterable. Because if they're able to instant kill a target without that target being able to react, then there is almost no point in a lot of defensive items. There is no point for that AD carry who can get instant bursted without being able to react. And I'm talking dead before Ezreal can shift kind of reaction time. Okay? And we all know Ezreals are pansies and they run away at any sign of danger. And once they are able to do that, then they're OP. But at their current state, they're not able to burst. They're not. That's just it. They're not able to burst. They are able to poke, and they're able to deal damage at a reasonable amount. But late game burst is like, oh, look, you just did a lot of damage, kind of, sort of, to one target. If it's not a squishy AD carry or the counterpart AP carry, then they're done. So, as far as I see it, AP carries that are bursty, so bursty AP carries like Annie and such like that, need a little bit of love. Now, I don't believe that's the specific champions need a little bit of love. I believe that it's the items. You know, Rabadon's Death Cap. It's their itemization. They still itemize almost the exact same way, with the exception of champions like Teemo and Cassio, who hit really, really quickly and can proc like Landry super fast and get a lot of damage that way. Other than that, their builds are essentially the same. So, the whole point of this whole legendary discussions, this one, is AP bursters versus AD bursters. And at current, AD bursters, Pantheon, Talon, Riven, they are winning. They are just outright better. Kha'Zix, there we go, there's the one I couldn't remember. Kha'Zix, that is one you want to watch out for. This guy is nuts, and mark my words, he will be nerfed. His damage is through the roof. He is crazy. But until that point, AD bursters are going to be AP. It's just the way it is. Now, this may not be true in some situations. Say in teams. That's not true. You know, they build for the comp. They don't build to be powerful. You know, you don't take Orianna over Annie because Orianna can burst harder. That's not true. You know, you take them because of what they're capable of doing, because Orianna's a support mage, whereas Annie is a burst killer. So, in some cases, yes, APs are still fantastic and in the right comps, but in solo queue, there is almost no reason at the moment to go with an AP burster when you can just go AD, get armor shred, and kill things all throughout the game. But that's just my 2 cents. Hey guys, so that's the legendary discussions for the day, or for the week actually. I will continue to make these for a little while longer. As long as topics come up, I'll keep chatting. And hopefully we'll get another one out this week. That's the plan. Sorry about the missed week. That was, well, it was a little bit interesting. It was Christmas and it was all sorts of stuff. But we're back. And we are doing shiz. So, leave your comments in the comment section below. And let me know what you guys think about the whole AP versus AD burster situation. I'm sure it'll be handled in a patch, but let me know what you think. Alright guys, my name is Full Fox, and we'll see you guys next time.